Okay guys, what I thought we'd do today is make a great camp meal and make loaded French fries. One of the great things about loaded French fries is the components can mostly be carried in a cooler very easily, like your cheese, your bacon bits, your sour cream, those type things can all be carried in a cooler. And then you can easily just transport oil in a large pot, a stock pot, a camp oven, something like that to deep fry your French fries in. Now, let's talk about that because there's a few secrets I want to show you to making French fries. And we're going to make a dipping sauce that is absolutely out of this world. Stay with me. Okay, one of the first secrets to good French fries is starting with good potatoes. I've got hand-selected Idaho russets here. These are Boxcar Joe's. Come from a local store here in Ohio. And we're not going to use a ton of these because we're only making one basic serving of these. So what we want to do is we want to cut these into fries. And to do that, you want to cut them in half, and I leave the skins on mine when I'm making these type fries. A lot of people like to skin their potatoes, but you're losing a lot when you do that. So once we've got our half, we're going to go half of that, half of that, half of that, and then we're going to flip that dude over just like this and go half down the middle, just like that, and that's going to give us our fries. Nice chunky skin on fries. We'll cut about 4 potatoes up like that. So we'll go one down the middle, down the middle, one side, flip the whole thing on the side, come in, hold on to them, split them straight down, and that's going to give you steak fries. Okay? Perfect. Okay, here's our fries. Now, we're going to soak these in some ice water out of the cooler for about 20 minutes. Just enough to cover them is good enough. Now, once you've let those fries soak in that cold water, you're going to want to just kind of rinse them around, make sure the water doesn't look too starchy. If the water's fairly clear, lay those dudes out on a towel or a paper towel, whatever you've got available in camp. Shake the water off of them before you get it on there. You want these things to be fairly dry, but still a little bit damp. Now I'm just going to take a dish towel. I'm just going to pat these things a little bit, okay? Move them around on here, pat them down. Now, seasoning these fries, that is the first key element to this, is to season these fries right. What I've got here is called Bone-Sucking Sauce, Steak Seasoning and Rub. The name, the brand, not really important. What's important is what's in this thing. So when you look at this and look and see what's in it, coarse salt, dehydrated onion, garlic, spices, smoked paprika, no MSG. That's what we're looking for. That's going to be some killer stuff. Now we're just going to take this and we're going to shake it on these fries. Good helping of it on here. And we're going to reduce these around with our hands and get them things seasoned up really, really well. Get all that seasoning in those French fries, so each French fry's got seasoning on it like that. Don't be afraid to use extra. Nice. Now we're looking pretty good. Okay, once we get to that point, we're going to take these dudes and we're going to put them in 5-second rule. We're going to just put them in a pan here, set them aside for a minute, and this towel will collect all of our extra seasoning, so we don't have to worry about that, so that we can take these over to the oil. I got a few smaller ones in there. Not a big deal. Those will be crunchy fries when it's over with, probably. Okay. Now I'm just going to sprinkle just a little extra on there for good measure. We're going to call that good and ready to cook. Okay, we're using vegetable oil here. And the key to this is really all about temperature. We want the temperature out of oil to be right around the 350 mark, so we'll just lay a thermometer in there and see where she's at. You can see that blue line going up on there, I think, from the camera. You're getting close. Give her just a little more gas. We're at about 320. I want to get that dude up around 350 before we put fries in there. Put these in. Stir them babies around just a little bit, like that. And it's about a 5-minute fry time for these dudes. All right, once some things start to get to that golden brown color, just gonna come in here and start fishing them out of here with a basket that we can drain them off in. World's great. All right, let that grease drain off for a minute. Then we'll put them over here on a towel to soak up any excess grease. And a couple of babies snuck out of there, it looks like. Start that over again. All right, we'll set that down right there on that towel for a minute. Turn off our heat. Okay, now, while these fries were draining off here, we took our Dutch oven, got the grease out of that, cleaned it up a little bit. We're gonna use it for an oven for these fries. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna dump them off of this grease trap. We should have most of the grease off here by now. Fill that bowl up really good with them. Now, we're gonna add some triple cheese. Go to the top of these dudes. There we go. Chunk hiding in there. Be generous with this cheese. Get a little extra in there, that's probably a good thing. And then some bacon pieces, bacon bits over the top of that. Mix all that in really good, just like that. And now, we're going back to the Dutch oven. Now we're coming right back to our Dutch oven and we're gonna use it as an oven again. We're gonna put this plate of fries inside, put a lid on it, and cook it for another few minutes here. We can check on it as we go to make sure it's where we want it. We can just lift the lid off and look at it. When the cheese is good and melted, they're ready. All right, for our sauce, Duke's mayonnaise. Just squirt some in there. We're gonna put some 1867 in here. Give ourselves a good bunch of that in there. Again, I'm just eyeballing this for color. So when I start to stir it up, color and consistency is what I'm looking for. It's gonna be real close right there. Oh yeah. Give it a taste. I think it actually uses a little more hot sauce. Getting the recipe right, the taste test is critical. All right, I call that dipping sauce good. Got a blackberry cream soda here to go with it. Let's check on our fries. All right, the last touch on these bad boys is gonna be pepper, for sure. The pepper grinder out. Grind some pepper over the top of those dudes. Just like that. Now, we could put sour cream on here, not a problem. And I may put some sour cream on one side of this dude, just a little bit, just like that. The other side I'm gonna leave with no sour cream, because I really like eating that stuff straight with dipping sauce and no sour cream. But we'll go both directions with it. Okay, about time for the taste test here. We got a blackberry cream soda here. Oh man, that dude is so good and sweet. Wow. All right, so we got our dipping sauce here. Got some of my fork, so let's grab a couple fries out of here. Oh man. Oh my God. Them things are spot on. Man. Well, I about call them the world's greatest fries right there. Little dipping sauce. Man. Holy cow. The thing about loaded French fries is it's really a meal. Because you've got some meat in there, you got cheese in there, you got potatoes in there. So you're making a small meal out of this. And if you make enough of this for your whole family on a camping trip, it's not much of a hassle to do. And man, is it a treat. It's great. I don't think we can go to a restaurant without my wife ordering loaded fries. So I know they're hitting my house. Get all in my face and all in my beard. I'll hear about that later. Man, the things are good. Golly. Good gracious. Guys, I really appreciate you joining me today out here at the Pathfinder School for a video on how to make loaded French fries. Again, it's a nice little camp treat. It's not a big hassle to cook. As long as you got like a stock pot or Dutch oven, it's easy enough to effectively make a meal like this. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for our family, and for our business. All of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. I think I never messed that up, don't you? I'll be back with another video as soon as I can, guys. Thanks.